I am very excited to be joined by Steve Lombardi, not only an ICU nurse, but also a lifelong bodybuilder. You've been bodybuilding for 50 years. That's incredible. A wealth of information, which we're going to get into. Let me give you a couple teasers. Steve has been able to cut in the past, what, 40, 50 pounds?
Easily, yeah.
He knows how to lose weight. We're going to get into those principles so you can learn to apply them appropriately as needed for your own goals. Also, I want to know, how do you put on muscle? How do skinny geeks put on muscle? We have that in common, at least at some point in our past.
Way in the past.
Maybe not so distant past for me. Maybe it's a little bit of the present. But I'm going to ask Steve one question to kind of get started. What's your motto?
All you. Everything you do is your responsibility. Don't blame it on that your gym doesn't have this particular piece of equipment or that you don't have the supplement. The supplements out there you don't need. Food is food. Protein is chicken, fish, meat. There's your protein. Supplement, protein powder. Green vegetables. Nothing's going to happen from a magic pill. That's someone trying to sell you something. It's all you. You're the one putting the food in your mouth. You're the one that's exercising. You're the one that has to take responsibility for it. If things aren't happening, it's because of you. No one else.
There's so many things that he just said there that the reason I want to do this podcast and make these videos is that I don't think we get that message from the media a lot. We get a lot of 30 pounds in 30 days. We get a lot of take this pill, this magic diet pill, this supplement that's going to get you to where you want to go. But when I turn around and look at the gym and the people that are there every day, that are doing it in and out, that are eating real food, you got to eat real food, not stuff out of a bottle or a container. I think something has been lost.
You emphasize one part. You see the person in there every day and they're doing the same thing. And I wonder if they're expecting a different result. Your body gets used to something. So 20 minutes of cardio at a certain level of intensity, after a while, you're sitting there reading your magazine like waiting for the 20 minutes to go. And your body's like, I'm as bored as you are right now. Nothing's going to happen. You got to crank it up. You have to...
So you're going to plateau at some point if you keep doing the same thing. You got to change it up.
No pain, no gain. Remember that ancient phrase?
That sounds a little harsh for my generation.
Okay, how about you have to get out of your comfort zone and get sad sometimes? Boo! I'm sorry. You see me moving on this couch to get comfortable. That's why I moved. If you need to move forward, you have to be uncomfortable with yourself. In not getting too heavily psychological there, you have to say, I'm going to change. I'm going to lose this weight. I'm going to gain this muscle. And that doesn't happen in a couple of weeks, then you go back to your old lifestyle. Guess what? This is for life. You're going to eat sensibly, you're going to exercise sensibly, and it's going to be for the rest of your life.
I love to hear the lifestyle approach. I feel like that's the basic truth that at least those of us that are kind of saying the right things have echoed. When did you get into this? So when you were 14...
I was so skinny, my father, wouldn't let me take my shirt off when we'd go to swimming pools or whatever because I looked malnourished. And the old Sears and Roebuck vinyl covered weights that most of the guys out there are familiar with, gave that to me, and it got to be more than he expected. He wanted me to, fill out and play conventional sports, and I said, to hell with conventional sports, I like weightlifting. So I'd be down in the garage all day. And going to the old magazine rack and finally seeing that one bodybuilding magazine and going, I want to be like that guy. And be careful what you want, because now it's 2016 and I wanted a body like somebody had back in the 1960s. So now I am 64 and have a physique like the bodybuilders did back in the 60s, which isn't bad, but not terribly huge like you see today.
It's a little different game they're playing today than you guys did. Back then, a lot of it was about health. It wasn't just about putting whatever into your body to get as massive as possible.
It was a lifestyle. They've gone over to the dark side now. I've been around a while. There's nothing new. You pick up the weight, you put it down. You pick it up again, you put it down again, and you eat, and you rest, and you sleep.
And we're going to talk about those details of exactly just what you said. Pick up the weight, eat, rest, and what that looks like in a day. Again, I think this stuff can benefit a lot of people, not just the man or woman who wants to put on some muscle and trim down, but people who want to, lose some weight too.